Hey guys, I am back for chapter 15 called Yet Another Muckracker. And this chapter, Kona is going to be trying to find a weasel to talk to see if he can find out, locate where that glow-in-the-dark watch is. And there is the weasel. There are muckrackers everywhere, mucking about in everyone's business, and Gooseberry Park certainly had its fair share. Especially on the west side, it didn't take Kona long to find another weasel. And this time, Kona had an advantage. This time, Kona had Murray. As Professor Albert and Kona walked toward the park the following morning, the little silver and black bat zipped around the sky just above their heads. Occasionally, the bat faked a dive bomb straight for the big dog's nose, which caused Kona to leap at Professor Albert to shriek. "What is that bat doing, Kona?" Professor Albert cried, waving his arms wildly at the little figure in the sky. Kona knew exactly what that bat was doing, and he knew exactly what a good dog should do in such a case. Though he really wasn't in the mood, but he stood tall and he barked, "Woo, woo, 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 woo," and barked and barked. Professor Albert was very proud. Murray was hysterical. However, the mischievous bat did keep a low profile for the rest of the walk. Then once Professor Albert had settled and he started reading, this time it was about snails, Murray flew down to join Kona, who was heading for the west side. "Very funny, Murray," said Kona as he raced across the park. "You thought so too," called the bat from the air. "Oh, I was dying." Kona gave a huff of disapproval and ran on. When they reached the infamous west side of Gooseberry Park, Murray did an "oh, that's just awful" routine. And sure enough, a weasel popped up out of nowhere. "Something going on?" said a low voice. "There certainly is, if you must know," answered the little bat, perching on a bush near Kona's head. "This dog here says he knows the identity of a thief who stole a very valuable piece of jewelry from a friend of mine. And do you know that this dog wants me to pay him for the name of the thief? Now, is that awful or what?" The weasel narrowed his weaselly eyes, a common response among weasels, and said to Kona, "That's so." "Dog's got to make a living," said Kona. The weasel nodded, looking shrewdly at the dog. "What makes you think you know who the thief is?" the weasel asked Kona. "None of your business," said the dog. "What's the price? What's the piece of jewelry anyway?" asked the weasel. "None of your business again," said the dog. "It's a glow-in-the-dark watch," said Murray. The weasel's eyes lit up. At once, Kona could see that the weasel knew who had the watch. Kona finally believed it. Weasels knew everything. Now, all Kona and Murray had to do was bait him. So you guys have heard the word bait before? Like if someone's going fishing, they'll take bait with them. It kind of lures something to you. It kind of brings them in. So they're going to try to trick the weasel into telling them who has the watch. "What's the dog's price?" the weasel hissed toward Murray. "Egg rolls," answered the bat. "Egg rolls?" repeated the weasel. "How many egg rolls?" "6 of them. Can you believe it?" answered the bat. "I told him only 3, but no, he wants 6. No wonder he's so fat." The little bat grinned at Kona and Kona gave him a sharp look. "6, huh?" said the weasel, thinking things over. He moved closer to where the bat perched and said quietly, "Suppose I give you the information that you want, and you give me 5 egg rolls." "5?" cried the bat. "Highway robbery." The weasel smiled. "You won't get the information anywhere else for less," he said. "Oh, yeah? Just watch me." The little bat lifted to fly away. "3," shouted the weasel. "3 egg rolls." The thought had him drooling. Murray perched again. "2," he said. "I bring 2, and you tell me who's got the watch." The weasel knew Murray had him. Any weasel in the park would probably sell the name for just 1 egg roll. Weasels had no scruples, and they were all so sick of eating mice. "Deal," hissed the weasel. "Deal," shouted Murray, and off he flew to the Chinese dumpster. Kona, pretending to be angry at losing 6 egg rolls, glared at the weasel and trotted away, actually back to the south side where he could wait for Murray's return. The old professor had fallen asleep. Snails can be so tedious. By the time Murray finally came barreling back to Kona through the trees, Murray landed on the professor's head. Murray! Kona jumped up. Be careful. Don't worry, said the bat. I have very delicate little feet. He can't feel a thing. Oh, Murray. He's crazy, isn't he? Who has the watch? Kona asked. First, let me say, if I ever see another weasel again, it'll be too soon. Who has it? I'm ashamed to tell you, said the bat, dropping his head. Who? Said Kona. It's a disgrace, said the bat. Who? Said Kona. And I want you to know that every family has its black sheep, said the bat, and I'm not it. Who, Murray, who? Cried the dog. My big fat cousin Ralphie, answered the bat. What? Your cousin? Kona asked. Your cousin stole Stumpy's watch? Ralph the Mouth, we call him. Eats all the time. If you think I'm bad, you should see Ralph. But why did he steal Stumpy's watch? Asked Kona. Oh, it's so tacky, said Murray. Why? The light attracts moths, Murray answered. Ralph, who lives on the roof of Mally's department store, by the way, Ralph just sits there on the roof with the watch glowing every night and his mouth wide open. Isn't that disgusting? I can't understand who would want a moth anyway. With all the dumpsters in the world, why, I've found whole pepperoni pizzas, chicken nuggets, French toast with syrup. Murray, said Kona impatiently, forget Ralph's bad taste. You have to get that watch. Murray sighed. Boy, is my Aunt Olive going to be mad at me. Aunt Olive? Ralph's mother. She'll never speak to me again if I take that watch. She probably thinks he won it in a poker game. I'll never speak to you again if you don't take it, said Kona. No more Thanksgiving dinners at Aunt Olive's house, said Murray. Shaking his head sadly. You have to, Kona said sternly. No more beet casseroles. You have to do it, Murray. No more mashed potatoes. Murray, I'm not joking. No more fried liver. Hey, wait a minute. I hate all that stuff. Yuck. Ugh. Yes, oh yes. I'll get that watch. I would love getting that watch. Just watch me. Ha, ha. Get it. Murray danced on Professor Albert's head. The old professor mumbled and shifted. Hurry, Murray, Kona urged. We need that watch by tonight. Stumpy will be running through the trees on Miller Street all evening. I'm sure of it. We need that watch. You've got it, said Murray. By supper time, by the way, is it lasagna tonight? Hurry, Kona implored. I'm off, the little bat said, leaping from the professor's head. Save me some garlic bread, Kona. Away the bat flew, a tiny speck in the sky. Kona watched him until he was out of sight. We've almost found you, Stump, the good dog whispered. Almost. So now Murray is off to try to talk to his cousin Ralph so we can get that watch back. And they can put it on the roof at Kona's house so that Stumpy can see it and find her way to them. So that's where we're going to leave off for now. But I will see you soon with the next chapter, which is called The Sign. So remember, that's what they want to do. They want to leave a sign so that she'll know exactly where to come. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying this story. I think it's a good one. It's kind of fun and light, and I like the characters. I like how they're all good friends and they're taking care of each other and doing what they need to do to keep each other safe. So let's hope, we'll keep our fingers crossed, that Stump finds her way to Kona's house and that they find that watch, that Murray can get that watch and put it on the roof so Stumpy will see the glow. All right, friends, have an amazing day, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.